teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And now the opening lineup for New York. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Pass to Ben Carroll. Launches a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Now this is what separates Karl Anthony Towns from other players his size. That quick first step to get to the drive game.
Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
Count it.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Ben Carroll with a screen on Brunson. On the wing, Suggs. Brunson defending. Suggs, no good.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And stolen by Suggs. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Gets the 3 ball to go.
You can see the feel Franz Wagner has for the game. Just great vision right there.
Towns outside. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Bridges. Orlando with the rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie.
Boy, what a dribble move by Brunson. Ball on a string on that drive.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Orlando making a switch here. Mataze's checked in. Achua's checked in for New York. McBride comes in for Bridges. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Wagner outside. Carter, a screen on Hart. Wagner for 3. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Beyond the arc. Here's Mataze. And finally, they hit one.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Achua with a screen on Suggs. Pass to Achua. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
Well, as always, Jalen Brunson making the right play. This guy loves to set up his teammates.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Suggs, no good. And Towns has got the ball here for New York. Pass to Achua. Here's Hart. All sorts of time. Rebounded by Suggs.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Wagner with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Carter from outside sinks the tray. Carter's got 5 now. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Here's Brunson. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. New York out in front. Some good action already in this one. but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the floor for New York, Precious Achiuwa is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Campaign, then there's Miles McBride, and it's Bridges in at the 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And Anunoby, he's checked in for Payne. The Knicks with the lead. Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
B.A., it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All-NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
Well, when Mikal Bridges was drafted in 2018, his hometown team, the Philadelphia 76ers, elected to trade him after selecting him.
And B.A., he made no secret of the fact that that was a heartbreaking moment at the time. Consider that his mom actually worked in the Sixers front office in those days. But in the end, he has carved out one heck of a career.
I mean, 6'10", about 250, Banchero imposing his will inside.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
And how about the hops Bridges has? Showing off some there with the slam.
Isaac outside. He shoots a 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Isaac's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. McBride passes to Bridges. The shot from the low post is good. Bridges has got 8 points.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Shot is good by Isaac. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to review the game plan. So Orlando going with an almost entire new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Wagner comes in for Isaac. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Anthony. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Black. Towns, he's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for McBride. Now here's Bridges. Give him 8. And the basket is good. He's got 10. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Here's Brunson. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Yes, sir! Brunson for 3.
This guy won't give an inch. Brunson answers back with a 3 of his own. You've got to love it.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Suggs with a screen on Bridges. Back to Suggs. Wagner, left side. Caldwell Pope. The pass to Banchero. Pulls it from the top of the key. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Let's remember, Wendell Carter Jr. is a force on the offensive glass. Use that height, use that athleticism, young sir.
Bridges outside. There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. And it's Brunson missing. Orlando has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero all the way.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Now Bridges. 10 points for him. To the paint. Here's Robinson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Hart's checked in for New York. Suggs surveys the D. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Orlando shooting their first free throw in this game. That's good from Suggs. Here's Brunson. Fires away from way outside. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Orlando ahead, up by 3. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Carter in at the 5. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. It's his first trip to the line, and he drops the first.
Paolo Banchero, a guy who not only has the frame, but he's got the mind and the work habits to be great in this league. Can't wait to watch.
Knicks trail by 5. Outside Hart. Pass to Brunson. Brunson with the finish inside.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Brunson passes to Bridges. Outside Hart. The 3. And Bridges good for 3. Bridges has got 13.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
For the 407.
Here's Wagner. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. Hart with a screen on Wagner. That one drops for him. Bridges has got 5 points now this quarter.
This is what you call putting it all together on the offensive end. Go ahead, Mikal Bridges.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Suggs, no good. New York trailing. Left side Hart for the lead. It's rebounded by Banchero. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Here's Carter. Off target at the rim. Bridges against Caldwell-Pope. Bridges passes to Brunson. Back to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. 18 points for him. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Caldwell-Pope, the pass to Suggs. Carter, a screen on Brunson. Here's Suggs. And he banks in the layup. Suggs has got 8.
Displaying some solid body strength and balance. Jalen Suggs to the cup.
Outside Anunoby. Here's Brunson. Another one falls for New York.
pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Orlando's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Suggs, the pass to Carter. And here's Banchero, the 3. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Towns on a screen. Brunson passes to Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Suggs against Brunson. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. The 3 from Banchero. From distance, Paolo.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Orlando Magic, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. We'll be right back after this word. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. New York has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Achua. Then there's Miles McBride. Then there's Campaign. And it's Anunoby in at small forward. Payne, the pass to Anunoby. And here's Achua. Isaac covering. Just 5 on the clock. The 6-footer. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Anthony. Back to Banchero. 4-3. It's rebounded by McBride. Well, the Knicks shooting has been on another level. 68% for the game. Now here's Payne. Down low. Double team on Towns. 3-pointer. And the Knicks miss again. Orlando leading. Here's Black going inside. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Wagner comes in for Isaac. Caldwell-Pope's checked in for Anthony. And Suggs is subbed in for Black. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And he's going for the lob.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, he trains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far. Coming down the stretch. It's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Banchero outside. There's the triple. No good there. 6 for 11 now from the floor. The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Bridges finds Hart. And here's Brunson from the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Banchero outside. Kicks it out to Wagner. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Don't you love that a young player like Franz Wagner is so willing to deliver in the clutch? Wow.
Brunson taking his time here. Pass to Towns. Up and over Carter. Another one falls for New York.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns, well made for pressure situations?
Right wing. He connects! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within one.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Brunson passes to Towns. And it's Orlando with a rebound. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
At 6'9", Franz Wagner is a great option late. That size allows him to get a good look under pressure. Wow.
Brunson up top. He's covered by Suggs.
A huge make by Jalen Brunson, shining in the biggest of moments.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. How do you think this is going to play out?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
What you want is to create a clean, high percentage look, if that's at all possible.
26 seconds left in the final quarter. Hard against Ben Carroll. Back to Suggs. Shot is up. Oh, off target. Picked by Carter. Back to Ben Carroll. This one for three. Oh, bangs home the three.
All night long, the defensive intensity just hasn't been there. They got to figure it out.
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
Here's Brunson. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. So it's the Magic taking the W in a close one.
So the Bucks win the tip. So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. Alec Burks is out there with Hero. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the center. Now, here's Lillard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Lillard refusing to be denied.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Looking back at Damian Lillard's time in Portland, what an incredible 11-year run. I mean, Brent, he was the team.
Yeah, unbelievable, all-time great for the Portland Trailblazers. All-NBA 7 times, Kevin, a Blazers record. And no doubt one of the most beloved players that's ever put on a uniform in the great Pacific Northwest. But I know for Damian Lillard how competitive he is. He doesn't want to just rely on what it is he accomplished there. There's more to be done, and he wants to win at the highest level, and that's what he's looking to do.
Miami with the ball after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Here's Wiggins, and he starts out with the miss in this one. Kuzma against Wiggins. Kuzma kicks to Lillard. Rebound by the Heat.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Man, bigs like Adebayo gotta drain shots to keep the defense honest. Nice to see him working on that part of his game.
There's Kuzma, and he lays it straight in.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Adebayo against Giannis. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And there's another one for the Heat.
Well, how about that? Bam stepping out just a little bit from the mid-range with a soft touch.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Sims is checked in. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Trent's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Porter subbed in for Prince. Shot clock at 5. And here's Trent outside. Rebound, Love. The Heat leading by 3. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Now, here's Mitchell. It's intercepted. Lillard against Mitchell. And Lillard gets it to go.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Portis. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Here's Adebayo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Adebayo's got 7.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now.
Tie game in Milwaukee. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Duncan Robinson out there with Anderson. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Larson in at the 2-guard spot. Pass to Trent. Now, here's Portis. A jump hook. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Inside. And Portis throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
There's Hero with a three. The Bucks trail. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Portis, the pass to Green. No good with the triple. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Jovic. Pass to Robinson. They set the pick. Here's Hero. Lock at 6. Anderson a screen on Porter. Hero, no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 2. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And it's Damian Lillard in for Kevin Porter. Portis kicks to Lillard. Back to Portis. The Bucks working the ball around. The three. And it's Lillard missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Works for 3. Trains the three-pointer. And now a 5-point Miami lead.
And Wiggins is a capable passer, someone that wants to hit a guy in the right spot.
Back to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Wiggins making quick decisions with the ball, not wasting any time getting that shot off.
Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Pass to Burks. Now Adebayo. 5 to shoot. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Adebayo's got 9.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Heat leading by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we say. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Really impressed with the shot selection
through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Kuzma, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Kuzma's got his second basket.
And Kuzma spacing the floor nicely, patiently waiting and knocking down the 3.
And when you look at the career of Kyle Kuzma, he has played, Brent, various roles.
Yeah, Kevin, different spots and different things that have been asked of him by different coaches in different systems. So 6-man, spot-up shooter, go-to scorer. It speaks a lot to his adaptability. Hopefully he'll settle in and become the player that he knows confidently he is.
It's deflected, and he recovers it. Adebayo down low. Lopez covering. Prince against Burks. It's good from long range. Burks has got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Lopez, a screen on Hero. Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 18 points.
And Lillard wasting no time getting 3 back.
And here is Hero. He's got 9. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
And Hero, one of those guys who just rely on coming in and giving you that offensive pop. Does a lot of things for his team on that end of the floor.
Trent's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Robinson's checked in for the Heat. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Fires from 14. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And 12 points for Tyler Hero. Giannis outside. Trent outside. Here's the 3. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Burks. And a wide open look for Hero. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And Hero early on in his career finds himself in these big-time moments.
Lillard the pass to Lopez. Prince outside. Giannis outside. 6 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Giannis that time just making the most of that play, getting the foul, still getting the shot off.
Milwaukee shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Prince. He doesn't get the second one.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
They get a hand on it. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lillard left side. There's the 3. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Here's Hero. And he drops it in from the low post. Hero's got 10 points here in the second half.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Tyler Hero has been leading the chart. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Bucks trail by 3. On the court for the Heat, we've got Johnson. Tyler Hero out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Highsmith in at the 4. On deep, Trent. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Heat shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. Outside, Hero. There's the pick. Shoots the 3. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And a nice 6 cents back there from Hero using that pick and roll.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. No good with the layup. The Heat leading by 3. Johnson up top. Antetokounmpo defending. Hero from long range. And the Heat, another 3.
And Hero getting to the spots where he can be very effective. That swagger he plays with is infectious.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Gary Trent. And it's Damian Lillard in for Porter. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. And he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
There is this old school feel about Dame's game. Even though he utilizes the 3, he'll get to the mid-range and bury those.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Miami.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
Here's Lillard. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
He has to make those shots, guys. If not, a lot of pressure is shifted to the perimeter shooters to hit everything.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Bam's size along with his athleticism, that could be a big problem on the interior.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
Antetokounmpo inside. Adebayo on him. Antetokounmpo inside. He's guarded by Adebayo.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Ware kicks to Hero. Elbow shot is on the way. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see a miss from there.
Miami leading by 5. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Bucks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. From 10 feet out, hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Jump shot looking like it's coming around now for Giannis.
Outside, Hero.
And Tyler Hero not shy that time.
55 seconds left in the game. From 11 feet away. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Tyler Hero in the zone.
That's good from Hero.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
11 feet away. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Lillard outside. Unloads from 9. Good!
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game, establishing trust and make the defense come together.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Giannis Antetokounmpo taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And he makes both free throws.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, and here's Prince outside. It's good from beyond the arc.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Second one is good. And both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
And now they foul and stop the clock. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They break the hearts of every... All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
Big men, grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. And it's Porzingis in at center, locking down the middle.
Ooh, how about that extended range from Tatum? That's an absolute bomb.
Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And here are the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Outside Tatum. Oh, and Turner with a block.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable.
Outside Nesmith. Out to the wing. Siakam, the pass to Halliburton. Shot clock at 5. The floater. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Back to Brown. Shoots over Neesmith. Brown can't hit.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Tatum with the block.
There's the length Tatum provides on the defensive side. He can change a game on that end.
And the basket by Brown.
And that one was on a platter. He won't miss those very often.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill, but JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Brown. Pass to Tatum. The 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
What's special about him is he is a natural leader and an active scorer. When Tatum is firing off the catch, you know he's feeling it.
The Pacers have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Now Turner, defended by Porzingis. They still need this. And a nice layup by Turner.
And shots like this give Turner a confidence boost, feeling like he can score on anyone down there.
Tatum passes to Holiday. Shoots over Halliburton. That's good from Holiday on the assist from Tatum.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Now here's Siakam. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Holiday surveying the floor. Back to Brown. Porzingis sets a screen. A good look from Brown. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Brown's got his second basket.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
On the ball, Halliburton has great concentration. This focus is what helps him find the wide-open man.
Tatum can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Siakam against Tatum. Halliburton outside. Turner, a screen on Holiday. Here's Halliburton. Good as the jump shot falls.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Outside Tatum, over Siakam. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
TJ McConnell is out there with Halliburton. Then it's Toppin. Then there's Walker. And it's Matherin in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Horford. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Hard to find a season in his career where Horford didn't make an impact, RJ.
One way or another, he's going to help his team win. Still out there doing it and doing it at a high level. He's kind of an ageless wonder. And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Here's Matherin. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And you got to be right up on Matherin, especially when he's roaming around the mid-range.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length. Pacers trail by 7. McConnell passes to Matherin. Takes it inside. Outside for Halliburton. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. Horford pulls it in.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Here's Pritchard. He's scoreless. Here's Tatum. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Matherin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Hauser. Derek White's checked in for Craig. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant. But even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Now here's White. Back to Tatum from outside the arc. Oh, Tatum slings it from deep.
Taking matters into his own hands. Tatum gets those 3 points back in a hurry.
Pass to Halliburton. Fires for 3. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. On target from range.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
Outside White. Back to Holiday. Indiana with a rebound. Pass to Siakam. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Tatum. Let's go with a 3. Tatum! Money from deep.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
Now here's Turner. Porzingis on the double team. Siakam for 3. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
And so it's Boston closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter. And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books, 1 half to go. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. And One thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
And down it goes. 2 points. Tatum's got 23 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Halliburton misses. Boston leading by 6. Pass to White. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Outside, Brown. Man, Brown just showing his toughness inside.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Siakam outside. There's a screen by Turner. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Siakam's got 5 points now this quarter.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
Back to Holiday. Pass to Brown. On the wing, Tatum. With the floater. The offensive rebound. Pacers trail by 6. On the wing, Nembhard, defended by Brown. Gets the 3 to fall. Siakam's got 13. All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the 3-ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. Nesmith on the wing. To the middle. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
He can move around with the big boys. Halliburton not giving in on the interior.
Some changes for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. And it's McConnell in for Tyrese Halliburton. It's Brown on the wing. A minute 4 left in the third quarter. Brown cashes in. A terrific finisher inside.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Toppin, a screen on Horford. The drive by Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Oh, okay. We see you, Jalen. Strong in traffic.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Toppin outside. Horford against Siakam. There's a screen by Toppin. On the wing, Mathurin. And out of bounds, the Celtics will take it.
Substitution on the court.
12 seconds left in the third. Brown with it. The 3. Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. We'll be back in a moment. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Pritchard. Obi Toppin out there with Walker. Then it's Halliburton. Then there's T.J. McConnell. And it's Matherin in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Pritchard. And the Celtics another 3.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Shot's good by Matherin.
And Matherin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Outside Tatum. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
Mercy, Jason Tatum is a bad man.
McConnell passes to Halliburton. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. From 12 feet. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Tatum's got 4 points in the quarter.
And it's clear that Tatum loves the mid-range, excels at recognizing when to shoot from there.
A big group substitution here for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Matherin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. Derek White's checked in for Craig. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. Tatum against Siakam. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. Pacers trail by 12. Pass to Turner. Halliburton with the ball. Here's Siakam. Hounded by Tatum. Fades. Yes, it's good. Siakam's got 19 points.
Yes, certain nights, Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
Outside Porzingis. Back to Tatum. From deep. Nails it from 3. Tatum's got 12 points in just the second half.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
The shot by Nembhard, no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Back to Tatum. Jacks up a 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Celtics.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jason Tatum.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Nembhard knocks it down from distance. There's 57 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And here's Tatum. Here's the pick. And here's Brown for 3. The rebound by Turner. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Outside Porzingis. The kick to Tatum. Fires from deep. Sinks it from distance. Tatum's got 39.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every
Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Carter in its center. Now, here's Wagner. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Carter with the screen. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Open jump shot off the mark. And so it's Prince with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Lillard dishes to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Kuzma. Up and in on the layup.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Banchero outside. Wagner wide open. No good on the three.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
And he's what I call a prepared shooter. With strong fundamentals, Kuzma is a capable threat from the perimeter.
Now here's Caldwell Pope to the middle. Here's Suggs. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Here is Lillard after Jalen Suggs made that last three-pointer. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Inside. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Lillard with it. Lopez with the ball. Prince finds Antetokounmpo. The Bucks working the ball around. He was all alone on that one.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lopez with the block.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking. Adept at using that length to alter shots.
Here's Lopez. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
Caldwell Pope outside. Suggs with a screen for Caldwell Pope. Antetokounmpo against Banchero. There's the lob to Carter. Lopez with the steal. Here's Giannis driving inside. And that one good.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
And so it's Kyle Kuzma making things happen for the Bucks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent, and it's Green in at the 3. Back in 2022, the #1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year, and on that team, he has really, really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and starred.
There have been quite a few of them.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Anthony. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Outside, Green. Back to Porter. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Doesn't go for him. Isaac with some nice D. Pass to Black. The 3 from Anthony. It's the three-point bomb. Anthony's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA, and you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu as a big part of what we did in Orlando. Yes. Was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
Here's Suggs. 5 points in the game. Here's the floater. It's good. Suggs has got 7.
Oh, strong move by Suggs inside, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Lillard outside. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Wow, the skill of Lillard to get his shot through while getting the whistle.
Wagner's checked in for Orlando. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Fires from the wing. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Suggs. Lillard against Suggs. Lillard surveying the D. Missed inside.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Bucks lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the 1. Giannis against Banchero. Down low. And it's sent back by Lopez. Giannis high post. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guarding Giannis on the interior, no easy task. He's got ways to score over, under, and through you.
Sinks the three-pointer. Banchero's got 6 in the quarter.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Lillard against Suggs. Lillard outside. Banchero grabs the board.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Trent's checked in. Anthony Black's checked in for the Magic. Milwaukee has gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Lopez finds Lillard. Here's Antetokounmpo. 2 minutes. And the flush by Antetokounmpo!
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic superstar says it's like anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. VA thanks. Lopez, a screen on Banchero. Using his size, Giannis!
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
Banchero outside. Wagner outside. Pass to Carter. Three-pointer on the way. And he's good on the 3-ball. Carter's got his first 3 points of the game.
And when you call a play for Carter Jr., you really want to get him something in rhythm. Great execution there.
Prince's shot is good.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Wagner kicks to Banchero. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
There goes Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Banchero. A stupendous finish in traffic. Banchero's got 12 points in just the second half.
Strong defense against Banchero inside, but they can't break his focus, and he still manages to knock it down.
Prince with a screen on Banchero. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Gary Trent is out there with Porter, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Banchero inside. He's against Green.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Green. From the top of the key. That one no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Here's Anthony. And the shot goes in.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Porter. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Franz Wagner comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Suggs in for Black. Kuzma outside. Over in the corner, Lillard. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's on Jalen Suggs.
How about Lillard? He hits the defense with a sweet move and then makes sure to finish the play.
Here's Suggs, and Suggs throws it down.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Lets it go from 11. Lillard misses. Orlando, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Banchero passes to Caldwell Pope, and not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Bucks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo beats the defense.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
To the inside. Banchero inside, covered by Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. And all eyes on Banchero here. They want to see how he handles some intense pressure.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
What muscle from Giannis on the finish.
Well, you wonder why we're seeing so many points tonight. Just look at the D.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Three-pointer, Lillard. Knocks down the trifecta.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley said to his team. Now, he told his guys they can do this. In the huddle, he said, we've been here before and come back. So we know we can do this. We just have to believe. Inspiring words. We'll see if they live up to them. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Second team.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. They've led by as many as 11 points.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Milwaukee.
And the first of two, no good, heartbreaker.
2 shots.
And he does get the second one, and that puts them up by 5. The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Ben Carroll left side. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here. A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a three-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Wagner with it. Lillard picks him up. Suggs. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Taking 2 shots.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Suggs looking around. Pass to Banchero. To take the lead. No good. And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued. Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Rivals going head-to-head here, Clark. You can feel the extra tension in the air.
No doubt about it. That heat is palpable. Everybody wants to be at their best and prove they're the superior team, but the fireworks and friction is real.
So a look at our starters for the Heat. They've got Alec Burks. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the 5. Here's Ware over Turner, and it's Ware missing. Nembhard outside. From 10 feet away. Basket counts.
Boy, that time saw daylight and took advantage.
So it's Miami now. Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo. Five to shoot. Now here's Hero. Shoots over Halliburton. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
And those jumpers inside the line, I mean, they're layups for a guy like Hero.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Uses the glass on the layup. Hero's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Outside Nesmith. Pass to Turner. Nembhard with it. Takes the three. And the three-pointer goes. Nembhard's got 5 now.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. Right away, he acknowledged they're facing one of the best defensive players in the league in Bam Adebayo. He told me Bam can do it all. He can protect the rim, he can defend in isolation, he can rebound. So we have to keep our composure, be aware of his presence, and not let him dictate what we do. All right, let's send it back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Halliburton. And it's Indiana scoring again.
Whenever that mid-range jump shot is available, Halliburton is going to take advantage of it. He's a really good passer, but also an opportunistic scorer.
Here's Wiggins. Up top, Hero. Defended by Halliburton. The three is up. And again, Miami with a triple.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
A big group substitution here for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. Shepard, he's checked in for Nembhard. And it's McConnell in for Tyrese Halliburton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase a championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton.
Now here's Anderson. Off target from three-point range.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And a slam dunk by Toppin.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside, here's Robinson. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Adebayo against Siakam. Toppin, a screen on Adebayo. And here's Siakam for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Indiana ahead. They lead by 1. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Setting the floor for Miami. They've got Tyler Hero. Kyle Anderson is out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Jovic in at the center position. Now here's Matherin. Still no points. Launches a three. Larson with a rebound. Miami trailing. Pass to Jovic. And there's the drive. Soft touch off the glass. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Remarkable judgment in the pick and roll. Halliburton reads these situations extraordinarily well.
Pass to Anderson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the officials.
The Heat making a switch here. Highsmith checked in.
Substitution, number 24, Haywood Highsmith.
And here's Indiana now. Matherin up top. Robinson defending. That one goes in. Matherin's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, tricky move by Matherin, showing us how effectively he can run the pick and roll.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you, good stuff there. Shot's good by Matherin.
He's got that guard quickness. Matherin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Turner can always wow you with a highlight play, but Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the three. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
He buries it from three.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Toppin. Here's Halliburton. The rebound by Ware.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Halliburton against Hero, and there's a pick. And again, Miami with a triple.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. Neesmith comes in for Tyrese Halliburton. Three-pointer Matherin. And Indiana misses again. Miami leading by 3. Now Adebayo. No points yet. Pass to Mitchell. There's 47 seconds left in the second. Shot clock at 6. Here's Burks. The rebound by Turner.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Nembhard outside. Turner, a screen on Adebayo. And Neesmith gets it to go.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
The Heat have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Burks for 3. Doesn't go for him. Indiana has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Turner for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Left side Mitchell. From the arc. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's a tie game in Indiana. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward. That's the group for Rick Carlisle getting going here in the second half. Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's Supreme Court mission. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill. Feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
Yeah, in a battle of physicality, Adebayo tends to get the best of you.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Halliburton finds Turner. Here's Nembhard. Uncovered. And the basket by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 7 points.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
Wiggins looking around. Has to Ware. And here's Hero. 6 on the shot clock. Lots of room. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 12 points for him.
They're just letting the play develop. Hero is gifted at reading and breaking defenses down.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Turner. Knocked away. Now here's Hero. He's got 12. Burks passes to Hero. Wiggins outside. Shot clock at 6. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Clock at 4. Adebayo passes to Hero. The fadeaway. Again, the Heat score. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. 2-point game. Takes a 13-footer. Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
He's such a creative scorer in close. Tyrese Halliburton only needs a sliver of space to make you pay.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Hero for 3. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. Indiana's gotten 6 of 10 3-pointers to drop. Up top, Nesmith. Pass to Nembhard. Turner, a screen on Hero. Nembhard outside. Siakam for 3. Connects from downtown. Siakam's got 7 points in the game.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Wiggins with it. No made baskets yet. And finished off by Adebayo.
The explosiveness off the screen. I mean, Bam's so good at knowing where to roll to after setting picks.
Halliburton outside. Turner, a screen on Hero. Halliburton. Again, the Pacers. Good for 2 more.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Hero. Tips it up. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Hero's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Halliburton right side. Here's Halliburton on the take. It's good. He's got 13. Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for the Pacers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More 2K action in just a moment. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Heat trail by 3. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. They've got Duncan Robinson. Tyler Hero is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Highsmith in at the 4-man spot. Sinks it from distance.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Pass to Larson. Outside Robinson. From downtown. And the Heat, another 3. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Now here's Halliburton. There's a screen by Toppin. 3-pointer. Highsmith grabs the board. Miami has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. To the inside. And there's Hero on the assist from Robinson. And now a 3-point Miami lead. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout. Clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Matherin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
Allie, thank you.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Pass to Halliburton. Fires the 3. Oh, yes, sir! Halliburton from deep.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Here's Hero. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
You got to do more than that to stop Hero. He's superb at staying under control.
Halliburton for 3. The rebound by Ware. For Miami, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Ooh, poked away. Hero with it. Siakam covering. Hero outside. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Adebayo's got his 3rd assist of the night. And here's Siakam to the middle. Turner. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Down low. Here's Ware. And he dunks it down.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
That one falls.
This is why this team turns to Siakam in big moments. They trust him to come through.
Hero against Halliburton. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Wiggins. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The shot comes out. Nembhard outside. Inside. Here's Siakam. Rebound Miami. Fast break Miami. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Miami now. They lead by 4. Hero for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Now here's Halliburton. Fires, top of the key. Not going to go that time. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Outside Burks. So the Heat win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to...
Strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
So the New York starting five, we've got Anunoby, Josh Hart out there with Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in a two-guard. Lillard looking around. Beyond the arc. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. To the middle. Hart, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Kuzma passes to Antetokounmpo. That one good for two. Giannis has got the first points on the scoreboard for Milwaukee.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Anunoby in the corner. Pass to Hart. Towns a screen on Antetokounmpo. Hart, that's good.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
ADB, one thing about Kyle Kuzma, at 6'9", he is a big wing.
Well, what I love about him, Kevin, is that he's such a strong shooter. He can bang in the post if you need him to. He always puts up solid rebounding numbers. And I think the final piece we've seen him developing is his ability to distribute the basketball.
Bridges outside. Anunoby outside. Here's Hart. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
the ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
Back to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's New York.
Yeah, we talk about having a high shot IQ. Jalen Brunson, just 4 shots. You want to concede the mid-range jumper? He's more than content to take it.
Lopez kicks to Giannis. Lets the 3 fly. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Lopez has got 6. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Back to Brunson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when the illegal screen is set.
Milwaukee making a switch. Portis is checked in.
A downright lethal 3-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Here's Hart. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Hart's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Knicks. Lillard, the pass to Lopez. To the right side. Here's Portis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa. Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Sims is checked in, and Trent subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. The Knicks also changing it up. Mikal Bridges comes in for Josh Hart, and it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. And McBride gets it to go.
That's a great setup by Towns. You love to see that vision from your big man.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Lillard. Shoots from 12. He gets that one. He has 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And so, lots of scoring in that. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Porter is out there with Gary Trent, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. Robinson dishes to Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Bridges has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
There's a screen by Achiuwa. Bridges deciding where to go with it. From deep three-point territory, it's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Antetokounmpo finds Trent. Giannis sets a screen for Trent. Back to Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It may be the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
Here's Bridges, and he makes good on the layup. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And Porter, here we go. And that one is good.
When he's going, KPJ is a deadly offensive player. Can beat you in so many ways, including off the bounce.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter. The Knicks also changing it up. Towns, who's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne.
It has proven very hard to guard Jalen Brunson without fouling, especially if he's aggressive to score it.
And he's good on the second. And Doris, what a breakout for the guard Jalen Brunson these last couple seasons.
Kevin, I think what's taken a lot of us by surprise is how capable he is in being the center point of an entire offense. And not only as a scorer for himself, but involving all the guys around him. Truly an incredible transformation.
Pass to Towns. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Guys, that is what you call two physical, hard-earned points from Karl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
Back to Lillard. There's the lob, and there's Giannis taking flight.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Pass to Brunson. Takes it off the glass. Brunson's got 5.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And Lillard kicks to Kuzma. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Kuzma. From deep, Giannis. From range, Giannis takes it.
And when Giannis is sinking that shot, he is impossible to guard.
Pass to Achua. Back to Brunson. Over Lillard. Milwaukee with the rebound.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
A three-pointer off the mark. Driving in. Banked in off the glass. McBride's got his second bucket of the night. And Milwaukee has possession. Giannis outside. 2 on the clock. Giannis says, "Get off me!"
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the center, filling out the middle. And the shot is good. The Bucks' lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Brunson. Milwaukee has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Brunson being aggressive.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Lillard against Brunson. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. So it's the Knicks now. 4-point game. Brunson against Lillard. Oh, Brunson got hit and still made it go.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Lillard against Brunson. Now here's Lillard. Defense is right there. Can't cash in from close range. Brunson, left side. And the rejection by Giannis. Takes it from 10. That's where Giannis wants the ball. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there right now in complete command of this ball game.
Lopez, a screen on Hart. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Trent's checked in for Milwaukee. And New York with a change here, too. Achua's checked in. Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Hart. New York moving it around. Bridges shot. Good.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
Trent outside. Lopez, a screen on Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Trent kicks to Lillard. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
How about that payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
And that one's good. Brunson.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Here's Lillard. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Brunson outside. Brunson, hard finish inside.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Tie game in Milwaukee. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Gary Trent is out there with Porter. And it's Green in its small forward. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Porter finds Portis, and Portis throws it down.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Towns for 3. Doesn't go that time.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Payne gets a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Payne's got himself on the board with 3 there. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Porter. The Knicks also changing it up. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Cameron Payne. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Alden. David.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. With the game in the balance, coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Thank you, David.
Generously listed as 6'1", Jalen Brunson knows his way around the inside and painted area. Look out.
A wide open look here for Kuzma. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Kyle Kuzma stepping up and getting it done.
Knicks trail by 4. Brunson with it. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Lillard from outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Here's Brunson. And again, it's New York.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Against contact, Giannis Antetokounmpo forces it through.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to 3 points. Nice bucket there from Brunson. Milwaukee's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the 3-pointer to their advantage. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
And here's Brunson. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Nerves never showed through. Brunson is calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Hart. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Prince has got the lead up to 6 now for Milwaukee. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. .44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Brunson. And Lopez pulls it down. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On offense, here are the Bucks. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And that trip played out perfectly for them.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. Charity stripe shot. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
It seems to me a lack of effort and a lack of communication, and it's happening to both sides here late in the game.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
New York calls timeout. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Buries it from outside.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. Here's Hart. No good from outside. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. Much appreciated, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony.
Up and down the depth chart, Coach. How important is that in assembling a contender?
Well, look, it's even more important, Brian, in the regular season than it is in the playoffs. To get through a long NBA season and get yourself in good playoff position, you're going to need a lot of guys. 12, 13 guys at different points of the year are going to have to be ready to make contributions. Now, obviously, the team with the better starting five will have the edge, but depth can be a big factor even in the playoffs.
I'll look at Orlando's opening lineup. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope, and it's Carter in at the center. Now here's Nembhard. Siakam for three. Kept alive. Halliburton finds Siakam. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Suggs, the pass to Carter. Banchero outside. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
There's a screen by Turner. Three-pointer. Halliburton gets the three ball to go.
They're clapping back. Halliburton matching the three from the other end.
Banchero against Siakam. Banchero passes to Suggs. There's the three. Banchero no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Halliburton outside. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. And it's Indiana scoring again.
They're creating space on his own. Halliburton with a sweet move to create enough daylight for the bucket.
Pass to Banchero. Shot that time, not on target. Excellent D there from Siakam. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. And again, it's Indiana with a three.
At the perimeter, Halliburton has a lot of confidence. He's just about always ready to take that shot.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Halliburton. Bataze's checked in for Orlando. Can they get it? And Wagner with the layup.
Taking people to school with moves like that.
Indiana leading by 3. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Now here's Turner. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. And he gets the bucket.
And shots like this give Turner a confidence boost, feeling like he can score on anyone down there.
Suggs outside. Outside Carter. Pass to Bataze. Wagner outside. Drills it from deep. Wagner's got 5 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Siakam. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Indiana.
Yeah, how about Siakam right there, coming right back and sinking the 3?
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Suggs surveys the D. Six to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. The Pacers out in front. They're up by 3. And the second quarter about to get... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. They've got Jonathan Isaac. He's out there with Goga Bataze. Banchero out there with Anthony. And it's Black in at point. Walker, a screen on Anthony. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Halliburton nails the 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
They get it again. Isaac, the pass to Bataze. Mathurin against Banchero. Banchero hammers it home.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. McConnell against Anthony. McConnell passes to Toppin for 3. Mathurin. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Halliburton against Anthony. 11 feet out. And Carroll missing again. Pacers leading by 4. Here's Halliburton driving to the basket. It's rebounded by Banchero. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Black. Here's Anthony.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Isaac outside. Banchero in the post. Defended by Halliburton. No good with a layup. And Coach, it seems there's a move to cut out some of the cheap fouls in the game. This notion of, if you wouldn't call it on the playground, why do you call it in a game? You'd like to see where it's going?
Yeah, look, there's sometimes where I think we'd get a better game if the players do what they did in pickup games, Brian, and just called their own fouls. A lot of these cheap fouls would cease to exist. I think there's just got to be a better recognition from referees on what really impacts a play and what doesn't.
So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Nesmith, he's checked in for Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. Wagner finds Caldwell Pope. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Nembhard outside. Here's Siakam, and it's Indiana scoring again.
I mean, his shot is so dialed in. Siakam never breaks focus.
Wagner up top. Nesmith covering. The 3 from Suggs. Hits a 3-pointer. Suggs has got 5.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Nembhard outside. Outside Nesmith. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Magic trail by 3. Suggs with it. He's picked up by Nembhard. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wagner inside. Nesmith covering. And Wagner gets it to go. Wagner's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Siakam with it. Give him 8 points now. Over Wagner. Another one falls for Indiana.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Pacers out in front. They're up by 3. Well, now we have some time to check in with Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the 3rd quarter.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Nesmith in at the 3. That's the group for Rick Carlisle, getting going here in the second half. And stolen by Suggs. Oh, there's the alley! And it's slammed in by Carter.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Siakam outside. Outside Nesmith. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Pacers lead by 2.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Siakam against Banchero. Here's the 3. The big man, Banchero, showing the range.
Responding nicely with his own 3, Banchero. This is how competitive this man is.
Timeout. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Pass to Halliburton. Turner with it. Now here's Nembhard. Halliburton outside. 5 on the clock. From behind the arc. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And we're seeing a great mindset from Halliburton on offense. He's attacking relentlessly and getting well rewarded for it.
Here's Suggs. And he banks in the layup. Suggs has got 7.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Nembhard outside. Pass to Turner. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Siakam outside. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. He's got 13.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Banchero outside. For 3. They grab their own miss. Wagner outside. Pass to Carter. The 3 from Banchero. Fires in the triple. Banchero's got 8 here in this quarter.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Turner passes to Matherin. Driving in. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. From 15 feet away. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. And it's a 4-point Magic lead.
Yeah, too easy. I mean, for Suggs, he makes that in his sleep.
Pass to Turner. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Turner's got 6.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Oh, stolen by Turner. In transition, here come the Pacers. Halliburton, no good.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Banchero surveys. Carter, a screen on Siakam. Pass to Carter, beyond the arc. He can't get it to go. Paolo Banchero getting it done for Orlando. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Magic, Jonathan Isaac is out there with Goga Bitadze. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's Anthony. And it's Black in at the point guard position. Clock at 6. Here's Banchero. Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight.
Yeah, look at Banchero opting for the soft finish. Great to see him be so versatile with his offense.
Outside Walker. Pass to Halliburton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Halliburton's got 19 points.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Bitadze with a screen. The 3 from Banchero. He's off on that one.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Matherin passes to Toppin. Halliburton looking for an opening. No stopping Halliburton. So physical.
Yeah, nice effort from Halliburton, working to get that point-blank shot.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. A big group substitution here for Orlando. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Franz Wagner comes in for Isaac. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Anthony. And Suggs is subbed in for Black. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. He emphasized staying sharp the rest of the way, saying turnovers will kill us. We can close this gap if we take care of the ball. Don't try and overdo it. Let's send it back to you guys, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Turner. Back to Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Knocks down the long J. Halliburton's got 13 in the second half.
Important points. Tyrese Halliburton, always ready to take the big one.
And Carroll against Siakam. And Carroll no good. Pacers leading by 5. Halliburton outside. Scoring amongst the trees.
And this is how competitive Halliburton is. Doesn't allow some contact to distract him from scoring.
Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. .110 left in the final quarter. Indiana on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Nembhard outside. Siakam outside. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Off the inbound. Halliburton fights through the contact.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And Banchero gets it to go. There's 42 seconds left to play in the fourth. Pass to Turner. Up and over Carter. Turner, no good.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Pacers.
Good on the first. And that increases the lead to 6. And he's unable to get the second one. Orlando calls timeout. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
The 3 from Suggs. Indiana with a rebound. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
For the Pacers.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. The 3 from Banchero. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Fourth team foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game. Here's Suggs. Sinks the tray.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA.
It'll be the Hawks off the tip. So the opening lineup for the Heat, we've got Hero. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Ware in at the 5 down low.
Trae Young has such good handle and creates so much space for himself, and he can get to the rim.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Wiggins getting the space and then does not hesitate before firing that one.
Johnson outside. Rizachet wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Wiggins surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he comes up with the deuce.
Nothing to force here. Wiggins patient, and he found the open man.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Daniels kicks to Young. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Burks. Back to Hero. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Young. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 6.
Great job by Young there, not settling for a jumper and getting that ball close in.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Now Young following the 3-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins. 1:27 left in the first quarter. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat. Here's Ware, following the basket by Trae Young. 6 to shoot. Works for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Love Duncan just taking the opportunity to create for a teammate.
Burks against Young. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Plays it up and banks it in. And that's 10 points for Trae Young.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Wiggins. Here's Adebayo. Good work defensively by Johnson.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Here's LeVert. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
What a great touch on that shot from LeVert. Even the foul can't interrupt the rhythm of his mechanics.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throws off from LeVert. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Trailing by 2. Can't hit from in close. Here's Niang. From deep three-point land. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hawks lead by 2. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Anderson is out there with Robinson. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Jovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Niang, no good. Miami trailing. Anderson outside. Now Hero. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Here's LeVert after Tyler Hero's bucket, and he dunks it down.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And it's Miami with another.
Hero can beat his opponents from all over the floor. He can get that shot off so quick.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Reza Shea, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Shots good by Hero.
Producing from behind the arc, that is huge stuff from Tyler Hero.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Johnson comes in for George Niang. Daniels, he's checked in for Mann. Young is subbed in for Reza Shea. Now here's LeVert. Young passes to Okongwu. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Outside, Hero. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Pass to Adebayo. And the 3 off target. For Atlanta, They've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The Hawks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. Reza Shea, he's checked in for Atlanta. And Miami also making a switch. Davion Mitchell's checked in for Tyler Hero. Fades and shoots. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Adebayo's got it all tied up now for Miami. Johnson outside. Back to Young. Fires for 3. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Young's got the lead up to 3 now for the Hawks.
And here we go. Trae Young doing his thing. Cooking with grease right now.
Wiggins outside. Mitchell wide open. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Mitchell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Okongwu with the screen for Young. And here's Daniels. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Adebayo. Sinks that one from the post. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Miami ahead, up 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Get ready for the fan half stop.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Reza Shea in at the 3 slot. So that's the Hawks 5. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson the screen. Takes the 3. Nailed from 3-point land. Reza Shea's got 5 points so far.
And such a nice stroke for a rookie. Reza Shea looking like a polished shooter already.
Adebayo passes to Burks. Over Daniels. Okongwu grabs the board.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Young against Hero. A second chance effort. Miami grabs the miss. Wiggins outside. Wiggins a screen on Young. Hero no good.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And that one's good. Reza Shea.
Oh, that's a great sign for Reza Shea, proving he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
Pass to Adebayo. They set the pick. There's the drive. And Adebayo throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. A 2-point game. You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on Project Big Man, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project. And certainly Miami was able to do that. You have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
Okongwu with the screen for Young. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. And now a three-point Atlanta lead.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
Wiggins outside. Back to Hero. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So for the Hawks, George Niang, he's checked in for Dyson Daniels. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Trae Young. Heat also with the sub. Robinson's checked in. LeVert against Hero. And he banks in the layup. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Hero getting to the spots where he can be very effective. That swagger he plays with is infectious.
Pass to Rizachet. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Tyler Hero picks one up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 at the line here.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Miami. Mitchell comes in for Hero.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Inside, it's deflected. Stolen by Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Adebayo is by no means an ordinary big in this league. He's just one of the few players in the NBA who can legitimately guard 1 through 5. A true defensive anchor.
Atlanta making a switch here. Man's checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. LeVert the pass to Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Mitchell outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Adebayo. It's good. Adebayo's got 12 in the game. Here's LeVert. Launches it from deep. And that one released in time, but no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Heat lead by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Heat, they've got Robinson. Hero out there with Kevin Love. And it's Larson in at the shooting guard. Shots good by Hero.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Out left to the wing. Love against Capella. Lock at 6. Good.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Miami?
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
It's Ricochet, covered by Wiggins, fires the three, and it's Ricochet missing. The Heat leading by 4. Hero on the wing. Back to Robinson. Heat moving the ball around. Wiggins from outside, connects from three-point range.
Giving Wiggins something in the catch and shoot, which is good offense and keeps him in a good rhythm.
Here's Young. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
There's Hero with the 3, and the Heat another 3.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Alec Burks checked in for Duncan Robinson. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Shots good from Young.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
Wiggins outside. Back to Hero. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Sinks the three-pointer.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
That's tipped.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Heat.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Tyler Hero.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Pass to Wiggins. Over Ricochet. Back to Hero. And Burks now atop the key. Goes back up. Again, the Heat good for 2.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
9 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really.
All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.